Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to be talking about Mr. B, Mr. Bullwinkle, our brand new 2025 Winnebago Ekko RV. In this two-part video, yes, you heard me, two-part video series, so you're going to have to watch both if you're interested to find out more about Mr. B. We're going to show you all about the outside and all those little compartments you see, how it works and how he works and what is really different about this one and why we picked it versus all the others. Let's go check it out. Right, so we're taking a little stroll, I would say casual walk, through Lory State Park. It's one of our other favorite parks, closest state park to us. About 20 minutes from our house, and we actually are giving a little trial run with our pup, Owen. He liked the ride over here. He found a spot where he can get his head out the window. He does need fresh air. Well, I don't know if he needs it, but he got a taste of it from being in our Jeeps, and ever since then, he found it as soon as we rolled the window down. Our RV is a little different in the back. It's kind of hard, and I'm sure if you have an RV and you have a dog, probably figure out what works best for your dog. But being our dog is about 85 pounds, he's not so nimble. He doesn't just fit on your lap. He tried to in Nicole's lap, and he actually just pushed her out of the way because apparently he likes fresh air more than he likes his mama. So we've been in here probably a dozen times, and most of the time we actually go climb up there. That's Arthur's Rock. That's way up there. It's a nice little trail. It's probably medium difficulty level. A couple miles. It's probably a good hour and a half. Some pretty views at the top. My wife likes to walk very fast, and Owen likes her because she likes to walk fast. So they're walking fast right now. But this is really pretty. This is actually on the north side of Horsetooth. There's all these little inlets. We haven't taken a kayak out. We actually didn't go on like a paddle board, but we do have a paddle board. We just didn't have time. But what a beautiful place. It's very quiet. But just over there on the other side is Horsetooth, where we do a lot of our walks and hikes. So we were gonna camp, but they don't have camping here. They only have dispersed camping up in the mountains, and that's just for like tent camping. There's no RV camping. You can come here for the day, even if you have an RV. Looks like you can't park parallel in the parking spot, so you're safe if you have 25 feet. We're just about 25 foot in ours, and there's probably some places to park bigger RVs, but it looks like here, from what we see, up until today, we haven't only been here in our Jeeps. But it's just a real great spot. It's really open, and it's not really busy ever here, I don't think. It's probably as busy as it gets. We're on a weekend here. But today's video is more about the RV, and we've been getting questions. Where'd you get them? Why'd you pick that kind? Is it an RV? Is it a van? Is it a camper van? What kind of RV is it? We keep getting all these questions, so we thought today we would actually share with you all those and answer them and show you the inside. And if we happen to not answer one of your questions, just drop it into the comments and we'd be happy to answer. And we appreciate you for being here. Why are you sitting back there?
The master has stolen my passenger seat.
Oh, really?
We need fresh air.
Mr. Bullwinkle, we're going to give him a little bath. Because a lot of you guys had questions about the type of RV that we have, they want to see the inside, and you can see right now it's like a gift. We kind of kept it wrapped up. We're going to show you in just a few minutes after we get it cleaned. For those of you maybe that are RVers or you're seasoned at RVing, this is part-time for us, so we're not full-time. We have a home that we live in, so this is a second home. This is not full-time yet. We're going to try to get into it at least once a week, especially in the winter time. The snow is here, the mountains, and we're getting ready to take it to slopes and go snowboarding and skiing. We're going to take you on those adventures. But for now, we're going to share with you about Mr. B. We're going to show you the guts. We can show you the inside, show you the outside, and we hope you enjoy this video. First off, we got to just look at the beautiful color of this thing. It's pretty amazing. Love the color, right? I think actually all of our cars are this color too. We're gonna go around the outside. We're on a Sprinter frame, and I'm gonna do my best, not like the experts at the dealership that can tell you, although we got a fully detailed explanation. They told us all the details in about 2 hours, and we probably don't remember half of it, but it's all written down and we actually recorded it all too. The Ekko came out a couple of years ago. I think 2022 was the first year, don't quote me on that. When it came out, they had a color in the front, and in the back was typically like a lighter color, like a brown or a light tan. This is actually a limited edition model, so it actually got painted the same as the chassis, so you can see it all the way across. It's the same color. Selenite, I think it's called Selenite Gray, and they had these at Lichten. Lichten is like one of the only places. That's why we traveled across country for that. But we're gonna start in the front. This is on a Mercedes chassis. When they first started, they were on a Ford. It was on the Ford chassis, and this is the first year that they put him on the Sprinter. So we're really excited about that. It's not a 6-cylinder, it's a 4-cylinder, but it is diesel. This is pretty cool. This is where the gas tank is. You can't get to it unless you open the door, which is pretty neat. And so far we've been good, not only putting diesel in, which is our first diesel, I think, clean diesel, right? And we're gonna go in the inside and tell you all about that. But check out the front. This is like a little foot plate, which I was like, okay, what do you do? Well, when we were cleaning it, I figured you could actually step on here. I'm not gonna do it now because it's on a slope. The actual cab, the back, is a Winnebago Ekko. So that's where we got it from, Winnebago. What's really cool too, they've been upgrading the wheels. These are method wheels, and these are Hankook tires, single tire in the front and then dualies in the back. So I know a lot of people upgrade them and they do singles in the back, super singles are called, what have you. But right now we're just dealing with how we have it, and this is actually pretty beautiful. I like this is kind of cool right here. This is for the dog, so you can put a little dog leash on here, which is pretty neat. And you see the W, they really do a nice job kind of making it their own with the Winnebago, kind of little signature stuff, kind of like the Jeep does, right? And our Jeep has cool little signature things. One of the reasons we got this versus a van, first off, my wife said, the van is nice, but there's like
I need a
bathroom, shower. So that's partly why this is probably one of the smallest with most equipped stuff as far as like bed, but also one of it's really cool is there's tons of storage in here. That's going to be more towards the back, but let's go in first and show you here. This is where our lithium battery is. So you could get 2 lithium batteries, or you could get a lithium and a generator, and we opted to have a generator and lithium battery. Just wanted to have the ability to go off grid, but that's there. We don't really have to do much with that, but you see how thick this is. This is an all weather, so this will be able to take us, we're in Colorado here, and you can see beautiful. We're at Horsetooth, one of our favorite places. We attempted to do this actually a few days ago, and it didn't work so good, so we'll probably splice a little of that in with Owen. So we're not neglecting him, he's allowed in it, but it was hard to hold the dog and hold the camera and kind of show that. So these little spots you can see, this is just for some of the plumbing. We don't need to spend much time on that. These all lock, which is pretty cool. This is my wife's favorite part. This is actually a cassette toilet, and all that means is that you just pull it out, which is really cool and handy. Like some RVs, the bigger ones have where you actually dump it. You have to like have a dump place. So this one you could just take out, go in a porta potty. There's one around the corner here, although it's not full, we emptied it already. But it's super cool. Use some gloves. I got a little splatter one time, it was pretty nasty, but outside of that, luckily I know it's just our own stuff, so it's not that bad. There's an own generator in here. Like I said, there was the lithium battery over there. There's a generator, there's the exhaust for the generator, which is pretty cool because in the winter time, we'll be able to use the generator to keep it heated inside, which is pretty neat because the front end has its own power and heat, and then this back here has its own power and heat as well. So it's a little tricky because we're trying to figure it out because we're not going to winterize because we plan on using this all year round. The amount of this cost, and we'll be talking about that in a little bit, we can't afford not to use it all year round and we want to have fun. That's partly why. I don't know if people would get an all-weather RV and then take it and only camp in the summer, but I guess it depends on your schedule and all that. This is just exhaust. This is for the shore power, so when we connect it up to like our harvest host sites, or if you're going to a campground, this is where you plug it in. It's pretty neat. And this is all in one spot, and I think they've upgraded, at least from what I've seen. This is where all your water is. There's an outside shower. It also gives you hot and cold water. Your fill tank here, and as well here. So you can just use a hose and just put it in this area. Well, I don't know if I need to open that, but you can just literally put your hose in there, We use a filter for water. So we would just put the filter and it go through there through our hose. For those people that are winterizing and using antifreeze like the RV antifreeze, they'll be doing that through here. And then for gray water, so a lot of RVs have fresh water, your gray water, your black water. And because we have a cassette, we don't have black, but we have gray, which is just from like using the sink and the shower and stuff. And that's where that drains out right there, which we do have to drain up soon. So this is just hooks for showers and so forth. Water pump, everything here, bypass. Again, it's pretty straightforward. This is one of, I think, my favorite parts. Although I can't wait to use this. We just got this a month ago at the end of the season, so we haven't really had a chance to pull out this awning, but this actually unzips and this goes all the way across here. So it's like a back awning and it hooks up to this part right here. This is our garage. This is a bigger garage than we had in our Florida house because we didn't have a garage. So we're really excited. And what's different, some of you see RVs and even vans, they have like space on the back, which you can also do back here. And you can actually put it on like bikes, and you can put racks on there and motorcycle and that kind of stuff. But this is good because it's just stored and it's closed and people don't see your stuff. And you can see it's not really organized right now. We have lawn chairs and a towel. But what's really cool is that this is opened up all the way around. And it's also heated. So when you're heating inside here, the heat can come through here. There's lights. They really did a nice job. There's power back here if you have like a little workshop or something, which is pretty awesome. And then if you have the awning and if it's raining or sunny and hot or something, you can have that awning over top. And then it also opens up here as well, which is pretty awesome. So, and then this is our trail fire grill. Just shout out to the Ekko Nesters for turning us on to this. We haven't cooked on it yet, but we did use it for heat. We actually did it. It doesn't have a lot of heat, but it's good. It was good in the last fire we had, and it was snowing and stuff, so it's pretty cool. And then there's places here you can put in anchors and stuff that you can hold all kinds of things in it, which is really awesome. This is like a real big, which you don't get this in your typical B-class van. So let me close these up. Here's where our propane tanks are, which is really cool to run the generator. Also, what's really neat is you can, which I had a hard time doing, figuring that out on our last camping when we were trying to get the grill going. And I said, oh, well, there's a cool way just to set it up from here. And I didn't have the right, well, I did, I just didn't have it set up right. But you can directly connect your grill, your gas grill, through this. You don't have to like pull out the lines or anything. What we really like about this is you could just, when this is empty, take this to your gas station and just replace them versus having to go somewhere and fill up your RV. These kind of RVs are really like off-grid capable, so it makes it super easy. That's what we liked really about that. But there's 2 tanks in here. We haven't even gone through 1 tank yet, which is pretty cool. These little sensors, I was always curious what that was. That's for your road sensors. So when there's cars on the side and stuff, a lot of new cars these days have those sensors. This thing actually has it where it'll kind of vibrate and make sure you're on in between the lines, which I needed because this thing is a beast driving. This is the AquaGo for the heating system, which is pretty cool. Again, this is something that I'm not like the expert on and we really know a lot about, but I do know that looks really complicated and I'm not an electrician. There's some external power cable if you're gonna set up like a TV. You have your outlets as well. And then this is storage, which is really, they do such a good job in storage in that. We got extra cable in there. And you can see the tires too, there's dualies back here. Dual tires in there, just because of the size of the vehicle. That's just as far as carrying the weight. I believe you can also tow up to 4,000 or 5,000 pounds, I think it is. You can tow a small Jeep, probably not the Gladiator. That would probably be pushing it. You actually see all these windows too, which is pretty cool. These are dual pane windows and you can't see in them right now, but at night when the light's on, you can. And we'll show you in the inside and so forth. Some cool lighting around as well. There's our awning. This is pretty neat. Although I got to figure out, this is something I'm not super crazy about. This thing we have to figure out a little bit better. I love that this is so sturdy and durable. This is a screen door, so like if you have dogs like we do, like a beast, it's a metal screen, which is pretty awesome, and you can keep that open or closed. It just doesn't really work well opening and closing this together. So they could probably do a little better job with that. So it closes, and if you saw the steps come up and down, which is pretty neat. I'll pull out the awning, we might as well do that. This has a full awning that goes out, and it also has a wind sensor, so if it gets too windy, it will retract. So if you're out somewhere hiking and the wind picks up, this will actually automatically retract. We haven't had this thing all the way open yet, have we? So hopefully it won't break on the camera in the picture. We'll just open it up once and then we'll bring it back. Cool. That's pretty neat. And it has lights too. A little disco effect. All right, let's bring it back. Without doing this is exactly the same as this. Opening, same thing. They have the hooks here as well. And then there's like little W's, American flag up there, which is pretty cool. The W, they showed us that. And I think that's all the outside here, pretty much, right? Yeah, so let's, you guys ready to see what's on the inside? Let's go in, because I think my wife's cold. I have shorts on, you have pants on, and how are you cold? Let's go in here and check it out. Very cool. All right, so it is warm, huh?